Good morning, everybody. I wanted to go over more on using order flow with your trade setups. I wanted to show you two trades that I took yesterday, one that I got stopped out on and one that ran forever. And in hindsight, I can now see why I shouldn't have probably taken the one that I got stopped out on if I was a little bit more familiar with using the order flow tools. So I'm getting better at it. I don't have a whole lot of time with it yet, just a couple weeks, but every day I'm getting better at it, and I'm really excited about it. And obviously a lot of you guys are as well, based on the number of emails that I got. So let's do a little bit more, and I'll try to do some each day this week, because there is so much available with the tools that Maria has for the order flow that, you know, I want to do it justice, because there's just so much in the way of benefit in how you use them and using them. And like I said, with time I'll definitely get more adept at it, but you'll see my mistake that I made yesterday. I'm more than willing to show my mistakes. Alright, so this is the NQ, and I'm going to apologize to Maria right off the bat because I did not get to change the value areas. She hates these colors that it comes in default. You can see these little ribbons here on the left hand side, these tannish color. These are the value areas. So this would be a value area high. This is the value area low. And excuse me, she hates these colors, and I told her I would change them, and I didn't get to do it. So I promised today I will get those changed. But what I wanted to show you was this is on a 2-minute chart, like I said in my previous video. Over here you can see the interest in these different price levels. So you can see here where you have a lot of interest, where you have a lot of buyers and sellers. So you can see, looking over here on this histogram, where, like I said, you have a lot of interest. So we have the value area high, point of control, and value area low down here. This would be the point of control. So this would be value area low 1, value area low 2, and then above us here, value area high 1, value area high 2. And those are dynamic, so they are constantly moving with the price action. So anyway, the trade I took yesterday, you can see here on the chart on the right, we got a 3 amigos set up, and I'll take those on the NQ no matter where they set up in the way of if there's support or resistance around, because most of the time they get through. But this trade never triggered. The way I get in is I always put a buy stop a tick above the setup bar, so it never triggers. So I don't get that opportunity because it never triggers. But then I get the opportunity for a counter channel setup here at 9:53. So I just want to show you here on looking at this order flow chart, you can see here lots of interest. This is the past over here on the left. So the last time, you know, price was in these areas, this was the interest that was shown in those price level areas. So you can see, okay? Now I'm going to scroll over and show you where I got in. So I got in on this bar, right where you see this yellow arrow. Let me just scroll it over just a little bit. So right where you see this yellow arrow, I drew those yellow arrows, by the way. So this is the price that I got in, 94.25. So we still have lots of buyers coming in. You can see buyers, 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 but they're all coming in at this upper value area. So realistically, that would be an area that would likely hold. You might pop through it just to come right back underneath it. So had I been paying attention to this area over here to the left, I could have seen, and I should have seen, that there's no interest up here, meaning there wasn't a lot of buyers or sellers in this price area here at 94.25. One of the other options you have is, like, with one click on this chart, you could change the way that you're looking at this. So I'm looking at it as a bid and ask ladder. You can change it and look at it like bid and ask, like that. you can change it and look at it as a bid and ask with a histogram. You can, it's whatever your preference is. You can just look at the delta. Remember, the delta tells us the negative is telling us that there's more sellers, positive telling us that there's more buyers. So you have many different options at at the touch of a button. And this is the one that I find is working best for my, catches my eye. So anyway, so I get in that, and then I do get stopped out. Had I been paying attention over here, I might have been more inclined to pass on it. Not only that, but because of the value area high. And I'll show you this on Maria's other chart that you get these tools as well. So if you want, this is on a 8-tick range chart. So this way you can see everything pretty clearly just at a glance on this. And I just have to get used to, seeing everything. My eyes are not used to it yet, but it's coming. So anyway, here's where I get in this area here, and you can see the value area high. This is the same value area right here where this blue outline is, the upper part here. So that's, about the area that I'm getting in above that. So that coupled with the fact, now if it was a 3 Amigo, I wouldn't even hesitate. I would just take it. But the counter channel, is a continuation setup. And so, yeah, we had a lot of buyers coming in, but, were they just trying to get out of their short positions? Because basically you had the value area high up here. So if there were shorts in this, let's say they went short off of that, because a lot of people trade those value areas. They go short, price moves higher and takes everybody's stops out, which, of course, if somebody's short, now they're going to be buy orders coming in. So if all these are stops and they get hit, this is going to push price up. And then when all the orders have been exhausted, then it will start coming back down. So unfortunately, that's what happened to me. But now on the flip side, the next trade I took was right here at 1034. So we get a 3 Amigo setting up at 1034, still the NQ here. And this is the order flow bar that's forming at that time where I've got these yellow arrows drawn. So what's interesting about this is here you can see over to the left, you can see all the interest here in this area. You can see I'm under the point of control if you use it, and definitely I'm learning more about it with this order flow, so it's really, really interesting. And like I said, I'm just taking baby steps myself with this, but we get this short. You could see sellers, big sellers, as we're breaking this point of control here. You can see the point of control holding, 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 holding. We break. Increased volume. That's great when we're looking for a breakdown. So we have a setup, the 3 Amigos, so we take it, and we're able to ride that forever, as you can see. So we get down to this area here where it starts to consolidate. That's at 76.75. And you can see it right here consolidating, and this is at the point of control, the value area low. Point of control is up here, value area low here, second value area low. And so you can see we're consolidating over here, holding, 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 and then we break through it. Granted, there's not a lot of interest here at that point, but we're already in the trade. And if you weren't already in the trade, we did get a Chico line breakdown here at 1044, where you could have taken it at that time and then wrote it down to the floor trader pivot point. But you could see all the sellers coming in here, and we're still holding and trailing using our floor trader pivot point as our target down here, and we've got our super trend stop here as our trail, and we wind up getting stopped out here. And so let me show you what that looks like here on the order flow chart right here. So you can see the buyers stepping in here at the pivot point here. Buyers, 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 buyers. So another thing about the histogram here on the left, I don't have the volume on each price level, but you can show the volume over here on the left as well. So let me show you what I mean real quick. So right here, so click at a button, I can show the volume at each price level if you like. And then the more shaded it is, the more volume there is. Okay, so I'll be doing more videos this week because there's just so much to touch on with these tools. And then if you have any questions, send me an email. But you can go to Maria's site if you like. It's trade.eminis.com, and I'll put it in the email that I'm sending to you right now with this video. And she's said that she will give a $100 discount to anybody who mentions that you heard about it from me. So if you're interested in these, definitely take advantage of it. And then let me just show you the chart. Like I said, this is the other chart that is part of the tools, and it has, you know, previous days, high, low, close. You got the point of control, value area 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're able to shade it. It makes a nice visual. There's just so much, and I'm only touching on a few things. You can do audio alerts. I mean, just on, and I promise I will go over more of it. There's just a lot to do with these order flow tools, and I just want to make sure that I do it justice. So I just want to do little increments at a time so I don't overwhelm you guys. So I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, shoot me an email. I hope you guys have a fabulous day.